Hey, got some thoughts I want to share with you today. I was reflecting on my own journey, a lot of failure, a lot of years of failure, and then some years of the opposite of that. Pretty big success, making millions online just in the last few years. And I was reflecting on what was in my way, what was stopping me, and that got me thinking. And anyway, here we are. I want to shoot this for you. So, comfort and routine, I think were some of my biggest enemies when I was busy failing years ago. And I wonder if they might be some of your biggest enemies today, the biggest things that stand in your way of whatever it is you're wanting to do. Personal example, I'd like to lose a little weight. I'd like to gain a little muscle mass. I'd like to be more fit. I'd like to be stronger, but not bad enough that I'm willing to do anything about it, or not much anyway. I've never committed. The truth is, admitting this in front of everybody, I've never committed. Actually, that's not true. I've kind of sort of committed. Like a New Year's resolution kind of a thing. Lots of times in my life, I've gone, yeah, man, I want to be better. Kristin deserves better, right? Ultimately, at the end of the day, comfort and routine are more valuable to me than making the sacrifices required to become more fit, to lose some weight. And as it pertains to making money, most of the folks that follow me online are interested in making money online or already do to some extent. So, I think I know who I'm talking to here. This is about, for me, it was about being. It was about being. I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. In a recent video, I came out and said personal development was a big part of me growing and becoming this internet marketer. I'm known now as an internet marketer, as a video marketer. Just a few years ago, nobody ever would have used those descriptors for me. Never would have crossed their minds because I was clueless about it. I'd never touched it. I'd never, even looked into it. And there was a point in my life, a low point, honestly, something that almost out of desperation drove me to, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be this. I'm going to change at a fundamental level. And I threw away comfort and routine. I traded comfort and routine for discomfort and learning. And some days it wasn't hard. I tore into it. I had a lot of energy. Other days it was like the last thing I wanted to do. I would much rather sprawl out on the couch in front of the TV and turn my brain off. And I think to some degree, that's healthy. It's necessary from time to time, but not as a daily, or any sort of regular routine when you're at a low point looking to make a change. So, comfort and routine may be some of your worst enemies. If you've been struggling. And man, it was just what I was about to say. It's so wrong. If you've been struggling, do you identify as somebody who has been struggling? If so, that's a problem. That right there, you got to stop identifying with that. Look at this. Is the mama hen gonna come after me because I'm following her? She got a chick. I hope we got the camera angle right so you guys can see this. I was working on trimming the banana trees earlier. I didn't get it all done, but I got some of it done. Anyway, if you've identified maybe for a long time as, I'm just that guy that, struggles through it. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna get lucky someday, or hopefully you've never said that. And hopefully you're not a person that's out there going, man, I gotta struggle my way through this, because you don't. In my last video, I talked about identifying with someone that has had the results, has demonstrated in their life the kind of results that you want, and is somebody that you could see working really hard with, maybe for years, probably for years. There was an interesting comment on that recent video that I want to address in this one, and thank you for the comment. I'm trying to remember, slips my mind who made this comment, but thank you, whoever you are. The first comment on that last video was, well, what about all the newer entrepreneurs, the people that haven't made millions? How do those folks gain a following and gain traction in their business and their pursuits? And I think part of that is not identifying as a new guy, as a new person. When I really threw in, when the moments where I made those decisions and then began following through day after day after day for months on end, my language changed. Not only my behavior changed and my attitude changed, but my language changed. In communicating with prospective buyers, and you can adjust this language to whatever niche you're in, or whatever you're wanting to become an expert in. For me, it was buyers. I was communicating with prospects essentially. In my communication with prospects, I didn't speak as somebody that just started yesterday, even though I was. Quite the contrary. I actually used my newness and my kind of at the beginning of that journey to my benefit by just being transparent with people and saying, hey, I am psyched out of my mind. I have thrown in with consummate experts and I'm learning so fast. Check this out. I learned this and this just in the last 3 days. I've learned how to do this. I've learned how to do this. And I'm demonstrating this for you now. So if you're on the outside looking in going, I wonder if I can really make money online. I wonder if any of this stuff actually has any substance. I'm telling you it does. And if you've been looking, you're done looking. You found it. Let's work together. And I think that even as a new guy, so kind of, that little demo over, even as the new guy, I was attractive. I was telling a story that was compelling, and I was being authentic and honest. I wasn't trying to pretend that I had, stacks of $100 bills lined up under our bed. I didn't talk about that. I talked about what I was learning and how excited I was to be making significant strides forward. So I've ended up kind of all over the map, but hopefully some of this is ringing true for you, especially if you're one that's been online and had aspirations of great success. It's there. You just got to really commit. Don't be like me when it comes to weight loss and becoming more fit. Okay? Do yourself a favor. All right, guys. I'll see you around. Take care.